Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Gretchen Reel. I'm the Executive Dean of Science, Physical Education, and Athletics, I know, at Eastfield, which is one of the 7 campuses. And I'm honored to be your moderator this afternoon. I'm going to let our panelists introduce themselves, but let me just tell you who they are. We have Tony Huggins, who's from the Texas Department of Transportation, and we have Rhonda Braden, who is from the National Math and Science Foundation, and our third finalist is Calvin Gabriel, and he works for IBM. And so my first question to them is, and I'm going to let each of them respond, please just tell us a little bit about yourself and what led you to your current profession or educational activities. So kind of how'd you get to where you are? Who are you and how did you get here?
Well, okay. My name is Calvin Gabriel. I work for IBM Corporation, International Business Machine. First of all, I want to congratulate all of you on your achievements. May your skills take you far in this, whatever industry you decide to go into. I work in the secure software division of IBM, where we write encryption programs to protect data and information from cyber attacks, so forth and so on. I attended Bishop College here in Dallas, which is now Paul Quinn. I majored in engineering because when I went to school then, there was not computer science. So I later on learned about that as I got into the industry. But that's pretty much it as an intro. So.
Okay, and I would also like to thank you for having me here. My name is Rhonda Brandon. I'm the Executive Director of Teacher Programs at the National Math and Science Initiative. We're based here in Dallas, but we're a national company, and our focus is on education. So as I look at you, I'm hoping to see a lot of STEM teachers come out of this program. We work with the UTeach program out of the University of Texas in Austin, and there are programs at UTD and UNT and UT Arlington that some of you may know about as well. There are actually 40 universities around the country that will allow students to get a STEM career and a teaching certificate. We also work with classroom teachers and professional development. And I too was a community college graduate. I have to tell you that even though I'm the director of teaching and education at the National Math and Science Initiative, I was an English teacher. It's kind of odd, but that's just the way it happens. And I love it. I love doing what I get to do and working with students all over. So I went to Tyler Junior College because at that time I was much more interested in theater, the arts, and dance, and graduated from Stephen F. Austin. Have a master's degree from Lamar University, and I'm finishing up my doctorate right now in adult education literacy. So it's a pleasure to be here with you. How I got here is I was a classroom teacher for 17 years, taught English at the high school level, and then one day I got a call, and they said, move to Dallas. We want you to come to work for the O'Donnell Foundation and work as the lead of their education department, or you could go to work in Dallas Independent School District and you could be a lead AP teacher, or you could move to Dallas and you could work for this yet to be formed nonprofit, and we'll guarantee you a salary for 3 years, just move. And I did. And the nonprofit happened, and here I am today. Who would have thought it?
Tony Huggins, right now I'm the Business Service Coordinator for TxDOT Fort Worth District. I'm kind of a little different from everyone else as being that traditional student. When I came out of high school, my idea I was going to be a painter. Back then a painter made $8.50 an hour, but my brother, he was good and he was always the foreman, so he put me to working with this guy who I thought was old at the time. He's younger than what I am now. And I rethought that. Then maybe that's a better way to make a living. So I wound up in the military. I went to 13 different schools, so the first 2 rows I went to more colleges than what people were sitting in the first 2 rows. I finally received my bachelor's degree in human resources management because I couldn't get my accounting degree in a more timely manner to qualify for officer training school. I got a commission, so I started off enlisted in the Air Force, became an officer. I went from being a personnel specialist to a supply officer to depot officer, a fuse management officer, and finally to an acquisition logistics officer. What's acquisition logistics? Those of you who heard of chemical warfare, I'm the one who wrote 90% of the specs for the chem warfare suit that they wear now in the military. That was one of the last programs I worked on. After I retired, I was going to become a nursing home administrator. In fact, I finished that, got my license. While I was waiting on my license to become a nursing home administrator, I got a call from TxDOT for a position called Director of Administration. That was to run the Human Resources Office, Accounting Office, Safety, Automation, Purchasing and Warehouse, or everything that I did in the military. I thought, that's easy. So that's how I stumbled into the job that I have now. The title changed over time. I've been there for 20 years. I retired from the military in 20 years. I completed my master's degree also while I was in the military. So, like I said, I've seen it, done it all, have some experiences I like to share with you. And my bachelor's degree, for those of you who don't know, the older crowd will know my most famous alumnus, Dr. Ruth.
Oh.
Thank
Well, thank you. The next question is one that I think is kind of interesting. What have you enjoyed most about your career path?
What I've enjoyed most about my career path, being in the IT industry, you have to make a decision where you want to go and what you want to do, because we outreach in every industry. So you have to identify what you want to do. Having people person skills, along with technical skills. Gosh, how do y'all want to put this? I'm really trying to formulate this in my head. Let me hear your question one more time, make sure I get it right.
What have you enjoyed the most about your career path so far?
For me, I love solving problems, okay? Difficult situations excite me. I don't run from them, you know. I'm that person that want to run and try and be the first one to solve it. So in this, it's the solving of the problems, it's the coming up with the resolutions, which is what excites me, which is what I enjoy doing. That's basically, I'm a problem solver.
Cool.
For me, I think it's the surprises. You know, you never really know what's ahead of you. When I was sitting in school where you are, I thought I knew exactly what I was going to do and what my path would be like, and so many different opportunities have come my way, and so many things that have happened that I never expected. It's energized me. It keeps me excited about new things and about meeting new people and new challenges. And so I hear you with the problem solving and the challenges that brings. And so I would say to you, look for those surprises and those opportunities to do things that you never maybe thought you would. Magic things happen.
With me, the things that I like is every day is different. Every day there are different problems, and I have multiple problems that I have to resolve. And also, I work a lot with people. At the end of the day, I like to be able to hold my head up and say that I did make a difference, that I did help people out today, and I did help my organization out, no matter if it's my current job, every job that I've ever had. I've always worked with people, through people, and resolving issues for people.
Thank you. So I neglected to tell you that the title of this presentation is What I Wish I Had Known, ... So the next question really gets to that. Are there particular classes or coursework that you wish you had taken when you were in college, or experiences you wished you had had while a college student to better prepare you for your current work environment?
Oh, that's an easy one. I wish I had what you guys have now, the opportunity to talk to other people about the professions that you wanted to go into. Like I said, at that time, the industry was so new in the 80s, you know. Computers were still really big things with tubes and all of that stuff in them. And we were writing code in COBOL. Has anybody ever heard of COBOL? Oh, okay. We were writing code in COBOL. And the thing is, it's information. Information is key. You know, we have these little sayings that goes, the more you learn, the more you earn. The more responsibility you take on, the more you take home. But just having the opportunity to speak with someone that's already in the industry would have been great then. I wish I had taken more certification classes in my profession. It would have sped up my career a lot faster. You know, you get to the point where I can